Sweet. Ah, nearly instantaneous this time. Alright, there we go. What's up, Hacksters? Welcome to Wednesday. We are back, and I think we'll be pretty stable from now on. So we have a lot of time on our hands, and I got really excited when I saw on Twitter this tweet from the IEEE Virtual Reality Conference. I didn't even know this was going on, but then it turns out that this was already happening, and they just happened to have to port it to VR in order to hold it right now. I think it's a really interesting example of, when the VR experts build their own system for doing VR. So I think it's fascinating in its own right. But then also I watched an excellent talk. So you can follow the hashtag IEEE VR 2020, or just go to IEEEVR.org/2020, and you'll find that in the description to this video, as usual. You can join over 2 different platforms. You can join on Twitch. If you're a member of the general public and didn't sign up for the conference itself, anyone can view it on Twitch, which is pretty fantastic. It really helps sort of democratize this conference, but they still are able to add value for people who did register. And that's through offering a VR experience on Mozilla Hubs, which is something that we've covered before. It's basically an immersive VR experience where you have a little 3D avatar, and you can be in a room with a bunch of different people. You can create your own rooms. You can talk to each other with actual computer audio, and you can hear each other speak as you get closer together, and as you get further apart, then the volume goes down. You can show videos inside of VR. I can't see what's going on inside of there, but I think it's a great platform for that. There's also a Slack for people who are registered for the conference, but anyone can ask questions to the presenters. So, for example, if we open up one of these streams, I think right now they're showing papers or something. Let's see, right now, research demos and 3D UI contest. I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, they've got a lot of really useful information underneath the Twitch stream, so you can see what's going on when. It's still going on for a little while today, and they'll be back tomorrow for the final day. I think they put a lot of good information in here. And yeah, if you look at the right-hand side of this screen, you can see that they have an extra little sidebar. And that's where you get comments and questions from this platform called Slido. So you go to sli.do and then use the access code IEEE VR 2020. And you can ask questions of the presenters or answer polls or whatever. And meanwhile, you can just tune in. I think it's fantastic. I've been I watched a couple of the talks earlier, and had some thoughts on what it was like using that platform compared to, for example, the Open Hardware Summit that was virtual a couple of weeks ago, and also Adafruit's weekly live streams, which they've been doing for ages using a platform called StreamYard, and also centralizing their comments in the Adafruit Discord, which is a persistent Discord that you can go to anytime and talk to a bunch of hardware nerds. It's great. So, there's plenty of ways to stay connected, and I love that we're getting to see more of this content as it becomes more accessible. Oh, one extra thing. One issue that I had previously in Hubs is that I had a really slow home connection, and it turns out that they have a bunch of different virtual rooms, not just for each track, but also they have small video rooms available in case you have a lower powered device. So for example, large rooms, small rooms for less powerful devices. For these, again, you have to be a registered attendee of the conference. But yeah, if you are, you'll be able to use this service no matter what type of device you have, which I think is really awesome. Because, it's supposed to be more accessible, right? If you can access it from anywhere, but it's not really accessible if you have to have a super high-speed connection and a really nice device. So I think they did a really great job of this. I'm really interested in some more of these tracks that are going on tomorrow. Earlier today, I watched one about the use of EEG, aka brainwaves, to do error detection in VR, which was fascinating. And I'm kind of hoping that they'll put up a recording somewhere, or maybe you can watch it on Rewind. But basically, when your brain senses that something has gone wrong, there is a signal. I'm just going to go on a side tangent about EEG here for a second because it was a really cool presentation. All right, so turns out that in your frontal central region of your brain, there's a thing called the error-related potential, which is like a little spike in activity that occurs that they nickname the oh shit signal. And they use that to see when an error crops up in the VR environment. And they can reliably do this for some types of errors, but not others. It was a really fascinating talk. And if you're interested in VR or AR or mixed reality or whatever, I fully recommend tuning in and checking out this conference. Ah, so cool. They also have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/IEEE-VR. You can also follow IEEE VR on Twitter or follow the hashtag IEEE VR 2020. And there's going to be lots of cool content on there. Enjoy. We'll see you some more soon, and stay safe. Hack on.